We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting? Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy!
OK, well, Meghan is reported, the Duchess of Sussex, actually, is reportedly overwhelmed and upset by that cartoon. Look who's here now. Royal watcher Neil Sean. Did the couple... I mean, could the couple sue over South Park? I mean, you can sue anybody for anything in America.
Good afternoon, Stuart from London. Yeah, I mean, look, the bottom line is the creators of South Park have been very clever, because if you watch it in its context, you can see that they've taken elements of all of the things that Meghan and Harry have done, you know? So the sort of book, the sit-down interviews, even the costumes, all that sort of stuff. It's satirical and it's very humorous. Some might say a little bit too cruel at times, but I would basically argue the fact, Stuart, that, you know, reality is there. If you're offended, then perhaps you're seeing something in a self-mirror, because they go on this worldwide privacy tour. But Meghan herself allegedly has said that we've never asked for privacy, but it's documented in the interviews with the likes of Oprah Winfrey. So it's very cruel, very funny. And the bottom line is, I think they should wise up and think, you know, would we go down a legal route? Should we go down that? But given that Harry and Meghan seemingly love any interaction regarding a legality, this wouldn't be out of character, but I think it would be very, very misguided, because they don't name them as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They don't name them as Harry and Meghan. So where do you go? You know, and it just proves that you don't have a sense of humour. My advice to you, Meghan and Harry, you know, kind of just enjoy the moment. It will pass, as they say.
Enjoy your privacy. All right. I've got a report that King Charles is not going to kick Prince Andrew out of his royal home before the coronation. What about after? I know he's in a royal lodge at the moment. What about after the coronation? And I think he's going to cut his allowance as well, isn't he?
Let me tell you the true background to this story. It's a nice, great headline, and it makes headlines, Stuart. But the bottom line is this. Royal Lodge is a 30-bedroom lodge, you know. And basically, the former royal known as Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, did receive an allowance from his late mother, our glorious monarch, Her Majesty the Queen. King Charles is looking at all finances, literally across the board, right down to Lady Louisa's ponies, if you want to go that deep. You know, he's looking at the brand of the royalty. And obviously he's thinking to himself, well, if his younger brother is not partaking in royal duties, what does he need to do? But he's certainly not kicking him off the Windsor Lodge. He won't become homeless. But I think they're going to be definitely redefining the role of Prince Andrew. And I might just debunk this story also. Apparently, according to the media, Prince Andrew is eyeing up America to see how well it's gone for Harry and Meghan. He might want to re-eye up America, you know, it's not gone well. No. But the bottom line is he's not. You know, that he's just kind of, they're trying to work out exactly where to position it. In this cost of living crisis, makes sense. And obviously, King Charles is now at the helm of that big corporation, whichever way you want to look at it.
And he's a popular king, isn't he? So far.
Very, very popular. Let me tell you, don't believe that, you know, the sort of negative stories. He's done some good stuff, you know, particularly, I have to say, Stuart, this warm space incentive that we have over here. He's opened all of his homes so that people who need somewhere to go, get a meal, cup of tea, and interact with other people, the elderly. Really? I think that's a really kind incentive that he's come up with, you know, very kind.
A king of the people, not bad at all.
Yes.
Neil Sean, thank you very much for being here, Neil. Always a pleasure.
A pleasure, thank you.
See you.